Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, in the house Ocho Cinco and Houshmandzadeh built. Reser Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Beavers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Oregon Ducks offense takes the field. They've met in the so-called Toilet Bowl, and they've played to go to the Rose Bowl. It's run the gamut, but this one is always intense.
Yeah, Reese, I called that game back in 2009 where the winner was going to go to the Rose Bowl, and I had a chance to really feel the electricity and the excitement at Autzen Stadium that day. This really is a tremendous run.
And even when a Rose Bowl isn't on the line, Oregon State just feels good. The in-state rivalry, the hate, it's always a good matchup.
At the 40, there he goes. Nothing but green ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. The Beavers offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking to the big tight end. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse. He's looking deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Durham. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's first down from the 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Feeling some heat. They've got the screen set up. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Offense getting set for first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it from the gun. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. They'll try to run for it. And the Beavers get it past the sticks.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Brings it down on the right side. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Beavers with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball to score.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. And they can't convert on third down. And the Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll give it to the back. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to the air one more time. Got him downfield. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Beavers!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this.
He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the... He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop and create some momentum for your offense.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Using the quick game, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Line gets set, 1st down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Getting some heat. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. And the Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the move, it's Spears. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll try to do it himself. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Beavers line up to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. 1st down for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got his man. Still running at the 40. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. The Ducks in the hurry-up. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Oregon. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
17, Oregon, 7.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on. Oh, it's a fumble! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of
a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab up to 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. There unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making play.
Unloads it downfield. A full dive to haul that one in. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, from Corvallis to Eugene, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases in this always contentious battle between the Ducks and Beavers. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Quick completion on the out route. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they really featured this guy today.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Comes out throwing on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Number 27 with the carry.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Oregon State, 20.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. To the air on first down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Running with power. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Finds his man. It's Spears. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have.
Touchdown, Oregon State! They take the lead with the 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He'll start this drive firing. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Excellent field position here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The corners are walked up tight. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Bulldozes his way through. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Beaver! Right now, the Beavers have the Ducks all dammed up as Oregon State extends its lead.
No, you're right, Reese. Oregon State came into this one juiced up, and they've been clicking on all cylinders, David, offensively and on the defensive side.
Well, you could tell they're playing with a ton of emotion, a ton of energy. They're always the underdog. Everybody expects Oregon to win the football game. Oregon State, they have brought it.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Wide open. He makes the catch. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air, looking for space to the left. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw.
And I really like the decision.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He He's got an open man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Trying to get rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They're trying to get to him. Bounced off his feet.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Cox. Trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Ducks want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll pull it down. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket starts to collapse. At midfield, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Ducks are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Across the 25, he's got room. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Setting up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
caught near the sideline. It's Allen. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have the grip.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. It's complete on the right side. Jumped on top of the pile. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the 1st down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 1st down ends this football game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. Most important part of the clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. The Ducks are in the hurry up. The give to the fullback. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. On the move is the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. He'll come out throwing on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete and the clock strikes 0 and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Beavers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Fast motion from the offense. Now the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. That pass is incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they regain the lead. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they got on 1st down. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, Oregon.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here.
He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime!
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports Conference.